Welcome back to the channel. This is Not Without My TV. I am Chris, and we are watching the world go crazy. You ready? Okay, let's get started. Can you imagine being the driver of the truck doing that? That's like something you see in that game San Andreas. You know, when you're going through the map and something random happens in the background, just like that. That's some video game stuff.
Breaking the rules and walks out during Young Thug's trial.
For the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on.
Mr. Stu, I'm kind of disturbed because how did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court. The court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you in contempt. How did you get that information from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
You got 5 minutes?
This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements. Don't take my note.
That judge, he knew he got caught doing something wrong.
A man on a bike traveling south approaches a red light, then goes right through it. As the cyclist enters the intersection, the driver of this black SUV plows right through him, tossing the man into the air. The driver doesn't even tap the brakes as she continues through the green light. The SUV makes a quick left and disappears from view of this security camera. The cyclist thankfully rises to his feet and limps to the sidewalk, then hobbles to the corner, and he pulls out his cell phone.
911 operator, what is the address to your emergency?
Hi, I just got hit by a car. Martin Luther King and Forrest. I was on a bike and I got hit.
Is the vehicle still there?
No, it was a hit and run.
The person behind the wheel? Jersey City Councilwoman Amy DeGeeves. She turned herself into police 6 hours after the hit and run crime.
Man, that guy flew. And she just kept going too. I wonder if she got a phone call before she turned herself in. Or if she did it because she was just felt too guilty. And she went to work all day, though. She could have got out of work. Like, that's a good reason to call in, having to deal with something like that, right? Did you notice how nobody was helping him? Like, nobody was... It didn't seem like anybody asked him if he was okay or was trying to go get his bike for him or anything. That's kind of sad.
This guy was just waiting at a red light when he noticed a car coming from the oncoming lane at full speed about to run the red light. A terrible accident happens, almost taking out a pedestrian. And then the car that ran the red light comes back, but on top of another car, making this a 3-car accident.
Someone ran a red light.
Holy crap! Are you okay?
Huh. All because one guy ran one light.
This guy was driving in Virginia when he fell victim to an insurance scammer.
Oh,
What the? Wow.
After causing the accident, the lady exited her car and started yelling at the driver, putting all the blame on him.
Got this on dash cam. All right.
She then got her kid from the car, which was unharmed, thankfully, and made a frantic phone call. She was found at fault for the accident and had to pay $16,000 in damages.
Could you imagine going through something like that without a dash cam? Oh, man. Go get you one. I'm telling you.
So this rail is completely unbolted. You see that end down there? It's unbolted. That's 395. Those are the House office buildings, and I'm in Washington, D.C. When this falls, they will call it a tragedy. It's one of the most ridiculous and absurd lack of repairs that I have ever seen, and I've been reporting it for now over a year and a half.
Okay, so I've done maintenance for a while, and that doesn't look like a difficult repair to make. I mean, looking at that piece next to it with the small bolt and nut, doesn't look like it'd be too hard to, even if the bolt was broken, you could repair it, like drill it out and put a new one in. Again, not as difficult as it looks like. Someone went up there and tied it with a string or a wire. They've got the temps. They're sending out the temps to take care of it.
Showing 1 of 3 shootings in a West Oakland neighborhood since July 4th. Neighbors tell me this incident took place Wednesday, shortly before 12:30 in the morning.
No, that's scary. That's real scary. It was like we were at war, and it don't make sense, it doesn't. And so far as I'm concerned, kids, stop. Just stop. It ain't worth it.
Some residents suspect young people may be responsible for 3 shootings along 10th Street in a span of 2 weeks. They say the lack of security at the public housing complex in the area may be attracting criminal elements. One property owner asked us not to show his face for fear of retaliation.
We've had over 150 casings found just on the ground. This street used to be a great street, and all of a sudden in the last 2 weeks, it's turned into a nightmare.
There are no reports of anyone injured, but the barrage of gunfire has left a trail of damage.
That is crazy. It's like the Wild West again, like the video game San Andreas. You have shootouts just like that in different parks and neighborhoods in the middle of the street. Oh man. That cat ran over there like he was saying, "That's my house." Oh, let's see that again. That was wild. That cat looked really concerned about that house.
Said all of this on SNL is insane.
A lot of you don't understand why Trump was so popular, but I get it because I hear it every day. He's very loved. The reason he's loved is because people in Ohio have never seen somebody like him. He's what I call an honest liar. At first debate, I'd never seen anything like it. I've never seen a white male billionaire screaming at the top of his lungs, "This whole system is rigged." And across the stage was a white woman, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, sitting over there looking at him like, "No, it's not." And the moderator said, "Well, Mr. Trump, if in fact the system is rigged, what would be your evidence?" He said, "I know the system is rigged because I use it." I said, "God damn." And then Hillary Clinton tried to punch him in the taxes. She said, "This man doesn't pay his taxes." He shot right back. "That makes me smart." And then he said, "If you want me to pay my taxes, then change the tax code. But I know you won't, because your friends and your donors enjoy the same tax breaks that I do." And with that, my friends, the star was born.
You know, it does seem that Dave Chappelle's kind of cancel proof. He gets to say a lot of things that I bet his peers wish they had the guts to.
Going on? I pulled you over. I ran your plate. It's not coming back to anything. That's not right. That's not true. Okay. Do you have your driver's license? Sir, that's not true. Okay. Sir, you can open my door? Yeah. Go ahead and step out then. This is a legal stop, sir. This is a legal stop. Sir, can you call your supervisor? Go ahead and step out. I'm asking one more time. I don't feel safe to step out the car, sir. Okay, so that's not how this works. You stopped me illegally. This is a Terry stop. You know what Terry stop is? You know what Terry versus Ohio? Please step out of the car. You're gonna go to jail. Sir, so you make me get out instead of arrest? Yep. Step out of the car. The reason I stopped you is because when you run the plate, it doesn't come back to anything. Do you have your ID? It might be the tag. If you don't identify yourself, yes. Okay, there you go. I'll let you take it out. Thank you. My partner's gonna run your name. You need to Google it first. So I done filed 7 federal cases. I won all 7 of them. Do you have your registration? Of course I have registration. All right, do you see the blue stamp on that plate from the Secretary of State? Secretary of State, right there. It's clear as day. So you can have a good night, okay? I'm not gonna touch any tickets. Well, you know you're still going to court, right? That's fine.
I think that cop either didn't see that stamp or did not know what that stamp meant until it was a little bit too late.
Leave your fobs at your front door because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else.
If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday. And if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money.
America. Yeah. That's not how it is everywhere, though. Out here in the West Coast, it's really frowned upon for homeowners to defend themselves with weapons. But down in the South, and even in Nevada, Las Vegas, it's open carry, constitutional carry, I think they call it.
Talk about things caught on camera. Bro, have you seen, okay, there's this clip of the Falcon 9 in space, and it was a live stream, right? And so it's showing the outside of the ship, okay? Someone spotted a mouse. What? On the outside of the thing. You can see it on video. You can see it crawl.
In space?
That's what people are freaking out about, man. Because people are like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Is this true? Is this a live stream from actual space? Or is this some type of studio stuff and they just let something slip?
Oh, man.
But dude, I'll show you the video. It's absolutely crazy because you see it up close and you're just like, what is he looking at? And then you see something move that absolutely, that's 100% a mouse.
Oh my gosh.
And so it makes me wonder, like,
the new Ratatouille.
What are they up to? What are they filming?
What do you mean that could be an astronaut?
I've seen that video. They only show a little bitty piece of it, and it's real hard to see. You only get to see the mouse at the very end, but there's a good 4 or 5 seconds of this thing. Plain as day, clear, way clearer than that. It's kind of strange, but it's the internet. I mean, you never know what you're looking at anymore.
Who is Alexa?
Sorry, I meant Siri.
Who is Alexa?
Never mind. Just tell me the weather, please.
Why don't you ask that bitch Alexa to tell you the weather?
I bet that was real too. That sounds like something that would be built into the AI.
What's wrong with doing birthdays?
Look every time you cyclically engage in the ceremonial practice of yourself, chronologically aging forward. Whether you realize it or not, you are essentially programming the anatomical structure of your body and beliefs to actually become older. You actually ignite a transformative cellular state of entropy or decay at a significantly faster rate than normal. Your body might not have even aged much within the year, but by ceremonially believing that you are now this entire year older overnight, you basically lead your body and mind down this path throughout the course of your life where you force yourself into a state of elderhood. The reality is that we used to live for hundreds, even thousands of years in some cases. The concept of age and lifespan was introduced in more modern times, and ever since it was, the typical duration of one's existence has dropped dramatically. I mean, look, I'm 132 years old, but you'd never know it.
Okay, first of all, that was fake. I think that was AI generated voices for both Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. The story, I've heard that before, told different, a lot less Elon Musky. That theory, I guess, is out there. But that channel, it's a good channel. I like it, by the way. They tell a lot of fictional stories, short fictional stories. But they use celebrity voices. It's weird. I'm not sure how they're able to do that and still make money. But it's a good channel. You should check it out.
They were insane.
Now you're talking semantics. What if I told you insane was working 50 hours a week in some office for 50 years, at the end of which they tell you to piss off, ending up in some retirement village, hoping to die before suffering the indignity of trying to make it to the toilet on time? Wouldn't you consider that to be insane?
Our world is not divided by race, color, gender, or religion. Our world is divided by wise people and fools divide themselves by race, color, gender, or religion.
I think that's pretty accurate. Both those last two videos. But we're going to go ahead and leave that right here. If you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and drop a comment down below. That really helps. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
That was nice.